Well, I lied to you guys. I said I hate water. That's probably the biggest thing I fucking hate. I found one more thing. Or I remembered one more thing that I fucking hate even worse. Fucking roots. 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 Been out here for about 2.5 hours. I was gonna do a nice little time lapse for you guys this morning. So what I'm doing, I guess I should back up a little bit and tell you. I got the gutters done. They look really good. Turned out great on this side. We've had rain for 2 days, and I mean solid fucking pouring down fucking rain. Got a nice pool under the house again like normal. So this is the first morning it hasn't rained. So I figured I guess you guys can look at me while I talk. See how pissed off I am. So I figured I'd come out first thing this morning, 8 o'clock, and get started. And what I want to do is I want to put a French drain along here. Because I know these roots, I know these roots have busted the foundation up. You can see, like I said, right there, if I'm holding this right. It's going straight through the foundation, it's busted. Same there in the corner. So anytime it rains, rain is basically attaching itself to them roots and traveling under the foundation, and basically I've got a problem spot on this side and that side, which I already knew that, but I didn't think it was this fucking bad. So my idea was instead of trying to crawl up under the house and put a French drain along this side like I'm going to do on the other side, because there's very little room over here to crawl, is I would put the French drain on the outside and run it from the corner to corner around here, and I guess I can point while I'm doing it, around here and then down to there. I think I explained that the other day when I was talking about the gutters, but I can't remember. But anyways, like I said, I was going to dig down to the foundation or the footer here and then back to this corner and possibly up in here, but I'm not really sure yet. That's the slab right there, so I don't know. It depends on what's going under fucking underneath it. I'm not even up there yet, so. Anyways, I got this morning, and this is what I want to do. I want to dig this up. I was going to get the backhoe out this morning, and it has been a big help, but it's to a point where I can't get it in there, and there's nothing else I can do except cut by fucking hand. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm cutting by hand, trying to get all these roots tore up so I can get at least probably about 12 to 18 inches is what I would like. That would rip some shit up, Jag. You sick fuckers. I would like about 12 to 18 inch wide trough around the house for the French drain, and same thing down to the footer and maybe just a little bit beneath it. That way anything from underneath kind of seep under it and hopefully weep into the French drain. But I don't know. Like I said, right now I'm confused. I'm not really confused. I'm pissed off. I'm so fucking confused. I'm pissed off. Pissed off. I'm confused. Whatever. Anyways, I'll give you guys an update. Like I said, there's no sense time lapsing this bullshit. Because I can only swing the axe about 15 times, 20 times before my fucking hands hurt and my back hurt, and I got to take about a 20-30 second break and start again. So I don't think the time lapse would really work really great on this. This is more or less just going to be kind of an update video where I started from, what I run into, and hopefully a finished product. Alright, a little update this morning, guys. I think we're 2 days past where the last little clip was. This is my 3rd day out here, I believe. No, 2nd day. Yesterday we started, no, it is 3rd day, I don't fucking remember. Anyways, so I got down to this corner, dug out about the depth that I want, found a pipe. It comes from the kitchen sink. Don't ask, it's a weird setup, I have no idea. But anyways, it comes out and it goes that way. Ended up hitting that with the backhoe. It shouldn't have been there. Should have went that way. But anyways, so that's why I didn't know it was there. Pulled it up. Had to replace that late last night. I left it open because it made it easy to drag a lot of the dirt out. Along the way, the tree has left some serious scars in the house, and also my back. A lot of digging. Along in here, there was a bunch of roots, and I'm going to show you here in a minute. Right here, you kind of see where the bust of the foundation here. We knew about that. We fixed that end of the last fall when we was working on everything back there. That's the bottom half. And there was a huge root here. It started over here and it ended over there by that pipe. and there was a little split kind of in the middle where it didn't go through the foundation, and I could just kind of pull it off the wall. But I did break it up in sections. So the sun's not cooperating with me this morning as far as giving you good lighting, but probably later in the day I'll try to give you a little bit better look at it. But anyways, I had to concrete this last night. There is no footer. Found out, well, confirmed my worries that there is no footer along the house. The new section might have it, but the old section doesn't. Has nothing, absolutely nothing. There's a big hole right here where one of the huge roots went through. And when I was digging down, I kind of figured, hey, there's no foundation, or there's no footer. So anyways, dug all those out and dug them back as far as I could. That's probably the root that connects way back there, because it was, I don't know, every bit of probably 7 inches, 8 inches around. So I cut it off and back as far as I could and packed that full of concrete. Same thing over here, and same thing with 2 more down there. So what we're going to do is, once I get this cleaned out against this side, again, you can't see over there right now, is we're going to build a makeshift kind of a wall footer on this side to basically support that brick, because I took out a lot of dirt on this side now. Not saying it will, but over time, if it decides to kind of kick out a little bit into the ditch, and then I lose the foundation on this side. So we're gonna probably next 4 days off frame up for like I said, a makeshift kind of footer. We're gonna go up probably about 2 feet, probably up to the there's like one, well, you can see it right here. Well, no, you can't. The shadow's there, of course it is. But anyways, there's a brick, 2, and then there's 3 deep here. We're probably gonna go about 2 bricks high to kind of support it on this side all the way up to there. But anyways, before I get done, I got more shit to do. Let's see. There's a big pile of roots from yesterday. This is one of the big motherfuckers right here. Like I said, dug this. They took hours to get this thing apart. Here's another one, another piece of it. Here's another big piece of it. I mean, you can see this shit ain't no joke, man. I used a reciprocating saw and went through probably about 75 cheap blades and 3 expensive blades. I used chisels, air hammer, pickaxe, axe, backhoe, pretty much everything I have in my arsenal to cut these things out, and it just was not fun. Like I said, several hours worth of work, pretty much all day yesterday, just from here to there, getting them roots out. So today, anyways, I'm hoping to go that way. I'm gonna earn every inch of this fucking ditch, because there's more roots that way and there's a bunch this way. So anyways, that's where we're at. On to the next clip. All right, guys, we got an update. We got a good update. Jag got a lot done today. From the last clip was this morning, and this is this evening. Is what I did is I started this morning going this way, and I dug this trench out and got that done. And I've got 1 root right here going through the wall that I gotta clean that out and get that chopped up and clean. And then I've got some more going around the brickwork here, which I think I'm going to work on a little bit of that tomorrow. I got to go back to work tomorrow night, so it probably won't be too much. But I'm going to try to at least get that corner cleaned out tomorrow. Got that done, and I come over here just about 2 hours ago, and I started digging here, and the roots were, holy shit, man, unreal. I even got the chainsaw out and was trying to cut them, and I finally got enough cut where I could grab it with the backhoe and pull a big chunk out. Once I got a big chunk out, then I just started working my way back, and I ended up ripping up a bunch of roots out here, which was really, really awesome. And I'm just cleaning up just the last of the small stuff now. I already took the roots down back, and this is it. I'll have to do a little cleanup work around the outside. I got a big pile of dirt back in the driveway, so I can fill all this back in when the time comes. But really, really good day. The tractor done awesome. I was real proud of myself. I done good. But anyways, yeah, that's it for today. On to the next clip. Okay, guys, it's been a couple weeks since the last clip. The last clip that we had, I was getting ready to finish digging over in the trench, and I was getting ready to go back to work. So went back, got that done, went back to work. Last week, Dad and I poured some concrete, and I'm going to show you that here in a minute. And I got rid of my dirt out front. I don't think I showed the pile earlier, but I had a huge pile out here, and then I've got the gravel out here too that I'm going to use for the French drain. I got to get another load of dirt to finish out over here, and then also on the side when I get ready to do that. So anyways, is what I did last week. You can see everything's kind of graded off now. It's a little damp. No significant amount of rain since I've been working on this, which is really good. It's a lot flatter now. The big hole here, everything's obviously filled in. The wood's just kind of holding everything in place for now. Dad and I poured this concrete footer wall. As I was saying in one of the other clips, there was no footer, so you know we basically we kind of made one. But it's hopefully, you know, well, I mean, hopefully it should support the foundation on this part of it. The new part over here I don't think needs it, because hopefully, you know, they did that to code. That's like 15 years old, so that should definitely have one. But anyway, so now that's done. I've got the trench. It's all formed up and ready to go. I've got to wait a couple weeks, probably about 2 more weeks for the concrete to cure up. I want to give it at least 3 weeks. Supposed to give it about 28 days, I guess is what they say, before you do anything with it as far as sealing it. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to give it about 3 weeks, and fuck it, that should be good enough. And then I'm going to seal it with a waterproof sealant. It's like a polymer, like a rubber coating, and I'm gonna paint that, and then up the wall, and then same thing around the other side, and then that should help keep any water from penetrating through the concrete itself, and it should take care of it. It should take care of everything on this side. This over here, I think in the last clip I hadn't had this dug out yet, but I got that dug out. There was a huge fucking root that went up underneath the slab here. I got that tore out the best I could, and then I started filling this in with concrete here. Today I got to go ahead and fix that. I got to basically recreate a little bit of a wall there, tie around the corner here, and probably around maybe the base of this false chimney here, just to kind of, you know, seal everything in. I've got a crack here in the corner behind there that I don't know if I've got some caulk that I can put in there. I'm not sure what I'll do. I'll probably wait till after I seal everything. That way it goes over top of the sealant and not underneath it, and I don't have to worry about it not sticking to the sealant. As far as that goes, and I got another one down there too. But anyways, that's where I'm at with that. This is what this looks like. This got dug out pretty good, and like I said, everything's set. I got it set at 16 inches all the way around. I think it looks good. By the time hopefully the grass grows in, I'm going to try to plant grass again out here this spring. Those that followed me on Twitter a few years ago saw that had really nice grass out here, and then I couldn't get it. It died. The tree that was here killed it. There's a tree out there that killed it. The rain washed it all out, and I had a hell of a time with it. And I guess hindsight 2020, I'm glad it did, because I tore it all to shit anyways. So I'm hoping to replant this here probably in April, and get this to start growing, and then the grass will come up, and then I'll have a nice like a finished gravel bed around the outside of the house, and then over there too, and that way everything's trimmed off real nice, and any water that does run that way, if I can't get the grading quite right, it'll run into that gravel, into the drain, and then flush out the system down there, and that should take care of everything on this side. Fixed the pipe. Dad and I fixed the pipe last week too, and then finally, probably the next, after I get that done, I might start it today. I haven't decided, today or tomorrow. It's supposed to be beautiful today and tomorrow. I mean, we're like early February here, guys, and it's supposed to be like 72, 73 today and tomorrow. But anyways, again, against the side of this house here, this house, the side of this part of the house is where I'll put in another drain just like that. And I was going to run it right here to this corner, and then on the inside I was going to do a French drain on the inside of the house. I'm starting to double think that, and I may just run the French drain all the way around, or all the way down this side, and then run it to daylight somewhere down there. The only thing that worries me is this chimney is not a false chimney. It's not, I mean, well, the other one's really not a false chimney either. It's just we don't use them anymore. There's no fireplace in the house. They've been blocked off. The walls cover them. They're just there. But that's a lot of weight. And I was going to burrow underneath it, you know, with the trench, but then there's going to be nothing supporting that against the house, and I'm worried about it caving in. I was going to rip it out, but this siding again is like 70 something years old. I don't think I can match it. I was going to revinyl it, but that's an expensive project, and I don't really want to get into that. So as far as ripping this down, I'll have a big gap between that siding if I do that, and I'm just not ready for that project right now. So I may just go out and around it, maybe, I don't know. I'll figure something out. But anyways, that's where I'm at, and yeah, we'll just we're getting there, guys. We're getting there one one trench at a time. All right, I got the drain ditch out here dug, or at least scored out. I got the grass removed. I've got a 48-foot run from down there at that white stake right there up to here. So according to the drop, I should have about a 3-foot drop. If I went down 3 foot to there, I could drain it to daylight, even 2 foot to daylight, but I figured 3 because it come out more even. So I'm figuring every 16 foot it goes down a foot. Only problem with that is the septic line is right here, about 6 inches down, not even, probably about 4 inches, and then that runs out into here is the septic tank, right in here somewhere. So from here I'll have to figure the drop going back up that way, which shouldn't be fine. I got plenty of drop. I mean, more than enough damn drop, more than you put on eaves, so I'm not worried about that. But that's as deep as I'm going to be able to go right here, and then I'll have to taper it from there to daylight, which is, I don't know, I may drop it a little bit deeper here, from there maybe to here, about maybe 15 feet. I'll drop it down about 6 inches maybe, and then try to run it out to daylight. Not sure yet. Like I said, I just started, probably about 40 minutes removing all the grass. It wasn't too bad, nice and soft. I guess just because this is where all the water's fucking sitting, which does help. It's not too awful bad. It's kind of dry. Some spots are muddy, but we haven't had, like I said, any significant rain in weeks. Well, 2 weeks anyways. Got some coming tonight. I want to try to at least have this connected to there. Oops, right there where the chimney is. I want to have this connecting into there, and maybe going around the back side of the house done today, back in front of the door again, because I'm going to have to put a French drain there too, because the eaves here doesn't catch the water, because the roof up there is a rubber roof. I'm not going to get in. I'm not going to get into that one right now. But the eave doesn't catch shit, so the water just drops straight here and then also soaks in that way. So if I can go ahead and put a catch basin there, or a French drain from the side of this building this way, tee it into this, or wire it, you know, speed wire it into that, and then it should run out to like a pop-up valve down there, and just let it drain out in the yard. So anyways, that's where we're at right now. All right, next little update, guys. I got everything dug yesterday. Finished about 6 o'clock last night. Got it all cleaned out all the way down to there. Looks real good. Dad's coming over right now. We're getting ready to do the concrete thing, footer thing on the outside of here. Got some more, and I cleaned this area out. There was a bunch of shit, a couple more roots, and same thing up under there. Had one here in the corner I had to clean out, and one right there. So that should all be good now. And then I got this done just a few minutes ago. It's a little shallow. I may have to go with a 3-inch perforated there just to get the drop, but I'm not sure. But anyways, yeah, that's what I got done so far. What's up, guys? We are back. I've got another little clip for you. It's been, I think, probably a week since the last clip. I can't exactly remember. I'm trying to do this in one big video for you instead of maybe 3 or 4 like I had originally planned. It still may end up in 2. But anyways, what we got is this side of the house now is completely dug out, and the trench is done. I think I covered that in the last piece, and I said Dad was coming down. We was going to pour some concrete and put in that like little kick wall type footer we was going to put in. So I'm going to show you that, show you what I got going on. So basically, I'll try to get where the sun's shining at pretty decent, where you can see it. So I started right here, worked down, and we've got this big concrete piece in now. It got a little thicker than we wanted. The forms started leaning out, and it got a little beefy. Plus the house comes out a little bit right there and then goes down. So instead of trying to make that, we just made one big angle. And but anyways, it's probably about 7 or 8 inches deep. That's what she said. And I'm pretty sure water's not going to get through there, so we should be good right there. Got around here, I left open. I'm probably just going to do a couple angles and then go that way. I got everything covered up real good here, all the way down to the corner, and then around the corner here we've got a small, if you can see it, I hope, right here, going that way. And I said it was a little shallow. I'm not sure. I might have to use a 3-inch perforated here. I'm working on something over here around the corner where I should be able to drop this now down deeper so that I can get 4-inch in here and then get this down a little bit deeper here. You can see there's a little bit of mud right here. The other day it rained. Everything kind of drained and pooled right there. So I know I had a low spot. And then of course in this ditch it pooled. Just because it was uneven and I didn't have the grade quite where it needed to be yet. So anyways, I was going to turn it and we was going to go that way. The septic tank is right here, so I'm going to have to go out and around it like this. Kind of sucks, but it allows me to go ahead and drop this deeper and take advantage of the long drop that I have down here, so that hopefully I can get this end lower than this wet spot here, and then everything should drain into there perfectly. All right guys, several days later, been to work and now I'm off for the next 4 days. Just got up late this morning and got going. Got the I keep calling it a speed drain. It's just a solid pipe just to run out down there and splash, but I got all that done this morning, got all that covered up, and I got some piles of rocks, as you can see, just some junk all the way up through there, and I got some on the other side of the house too. So I got thinking is what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig me a hole down here and I'm going to bury it. And I kind of already started, and then I thought, well, it'd be a great idea if I time-lapse it for you guys. What I have down here is this is a burn area. I'm sure you've seen it in some of the other vlogs. Has some, again, just some shitty rocks around it. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to dig a big hole right here, put all the rocks and all the shit down in there, and then I'm going to take these blocks over here that I tore up from around the house, and I'm going to make the fire pit out of that. I think that'll look a lot nicer. So anyways, we're going to time lapse it.
Stink, then call me over. Not on the bed, lay me on your sofa. Call before you come, I need to shave my chop chop. You do what you don't know, you will, I won't chop. Go downtown and eat it like a vulture. See my hips, big lips, so chop. See my butts and my lips don't chop. Lost a few pounds in my waist, oh yeah.
Alright guys, so that is that's the hole. Probably about 4.5, 5 foot deep. Should be plenty big enough to throw all my trash into. Alright guys, we are back. For you, it was a split second. For me, it was about 4 weeks. And yeah, I'm getting a little scruffy, and that's not in 4 weeks. That's about 2 days. Anyways, got a lot done. Finally getting ready to put the drain system in. So we're going to go ahead and take a look. I went ahead. I say that a lot. The last 2 days, I've got everything sealed with that paint. I've got 2 coats on it, and all the way around the back, and also the other side. And again, is what that is, it's some kind of a polymer. It'll turn into like a rubber coating and seal everything. So all that's done. I think I mentioned the washout. I've got that in. I had to go around the septic tank. I can't remember, it's been a few weeks. But anyways, what we're doing today is we're putting the ditch in. Finally, we're finally putting the French drain in. I've got a catch basin here for the gutter system to drain into. I've got the landscaping fiber in there. Gonna put some gravel down and start laying some pipe. So you guys are still here. mega vlog. 16, 17, 18 minutes in, but it's been weeks. It's been months. I think we started back in the middle of January, and we are almost at the end of March. So yeah, it's been a while. The last little piece you just saw was the last 4 days off, and I've got a lot done this 4 days. I worked 4 days. Now my next 4 days off, and this is what we got going on. I've got gravel. I got a shit ton of gravel, and I'm going to show you what I'm doing with. That's 40 bags. 40 bags on the old Ram, and it squatted a little bit. Yeah, too bad. Of course, driving it, I didn't feel it. That truck, awesome. Anyways, what we got is what we got. I think I say that a lot, don't I? What I did today is so I've got this straightened out here, and that's what we're doing. We're filling in with the nice white gravel, and then I've got this right here filled in with dirt, and I'm going to seed that and fertilize that probably next 4 days, and then I'll have to move this fence over because what I had here was this gate, and that pole went in right here at the corner. Well, obviously I can't do that now because the drain and everything is there, and I can't move it out, and I have a gap right here. So I think is what I'll do is I'm going to get a 4x4. Fuck, that's what I forgot to get tonight at Lowe's. I drive a 4x4 in here, and then move the fence piece over, and then drive the gate in right about here, and then continue the fence down. And I don't know if I'll fix the fence or if I'll just try to move it around. I'm not really sure. The fence needs replaced. It's not in the greatest of shape. Do I want to spend another $400? I don't know. But anyways, so today this is what I finished up all the way up to this corner. This was from there around that corner was 30 bags. So I went ahead and got 40 bags, and I don't think it's going to be enough, but maybe it will. Put a drain in here. I haven't decided if I want to kick this into it or leave it separate for now. I'm not really sure. I haven't decided. Anyways, that's that side. And then over here on this side, this will give you a little bit better idea of what's going on in pieces. And then I've got this over here. I don't think I'm going to quite go that wide. I may back it a little bit with dirt and then kind of shape it. Again, I haven't decided. Girlfriend, she got all this painted blue today. I did the other side. She did this side for me today, which was really nice, helpful. And I've got to this part right here of the French drain done. And then from here down to there, I've got the pipe laid just so I know where it's going to be. And then tomorrow I'm going to finish this up. I'm going to go ahead and put the landscape fiber shit down, and then put the pipe in, and then backfill it with the big gravel, and then trim it out with the white gravel. And I'm going to have to do some grading here. This is too high. This is just way too high, and it pisses me off. But I'm going to have to bring it down a little bit. It rained like a big dog about 3 days ago. I think it's about 3 or 4 days ago, and it worked like a champ, man. I mean, the water was just pouring down through here because, you know, there's holes in the bottom of this, so all the water from up there was coming out right in here and then just pouring down into here, and I had that connected, but this was filling up with water. So that's what I need to do. I need to drill some holes in here. I mean, I'm sure once I get everything together, it'll drain just fine, but because I didn't have everything together, this was filling up big time. So once I took that apart, the water just dumped right out, and it worked fucking perfect. So everything's working as advertised. There's no water under the house. The last 4 or 5 rains has come through. I've checked, and everything is great. So yeah, tomorrow finish all that up. I got one little problem with this backing wood here. This piece I can get out. This piece is going to be a biatch because what I did is I notched it for that pipe, but I only notched it down low enough so it would fit over the pipe. So I've got that's one solid piece. I can't lift it out because the pipe's there and the pipe's glued together. So I'm gonna have to dig this corner out and then break that piece of wood off, and then hopefully I can get that out. I don't know, that's gonna be a pain in the ass. Wasn't thinking on that one. But anyways, there we are. On to the next clip, guys. Well, it's another beautiful morning in North Carolina. And this vlog is super fucking long. Probably about 25 minutes, 26, 28 minutes in it. Really appreciate you guys hanging out with us. This has been a long project, but I'm almost done. I'm almost done with this vlog. I'm thinking maybe this will probably be the last clip of this thing. I'm just going to show you what I got left, and then we're going to end this thing. I did get it all finished. It's all tied together now. Got all the gravel in. I shouldn't say it's finished. There's still a few other things that I want to do, but yeah, completely different from what I started. Wow. This has taken me quite a long time to do. Almost 2 months now, but it's done and it works. Every time it rains, it does what it's supposed to do. Everything drains into the ditch and it goes out the back. Got my fence back up back there. Got some dirt filled in and got that leveled back out. I fixed the pipe down there that got tore up in the process, and actually I think that got tore up a while ago, but I had a piece left over. But anyways, I got that fixed, got that covered. Again, the only thing I've got left to do, oh, that board I mentioned was a pain in the ass to get out. That actually wasn't too bad. Luckily the ground was soft enough and that piece wasn't quite as tall as I thought it was, and I had just enough room to wiggle that bitch out of there. It took me probably about 15 minutes, 10 minutes. I had to still had to dig a hole, but that's all that's left. Used up all the dirt, and there's the little pile of gravel that's left. Not very much, so I think I did pretty good on that. This is all done. I left that right there for now. It works really good. I don't want to fuck with it. That I'll use for like a clean out. If and when this thing gets dirty, I'll clean it out. Put in some greenery yesterday. Those that follow me on Twitter, I posted a picture of it. I think those look really good. Those will get pretty much as big as I want them to get. The guy at the nursery said they're recurved limbagosas or some kind of bullshit. I can't say the word. Basically, it's a shrub. They'll get about you can let them get about 6 foot tall, and they'll get really bushy. You can cut them square or spherical, whatever, it doesn't matter. But that should fill in really nicely right there. And then I'm going to tear this out and put the same thing up here. Later on down the road, I'm going to replace this sidewalk and put in something a lot nicer and actually fill it in where it's a lot smoother, and do it right. This obviously wasn't done right. And that is pretty much it. Got the yard all mowed up yesterday. Looks really good. This is filling back in nicely. I hit my washout cap down there and broke it yesterday. I'm gonna have to get another one. I hit it with the lawnmower. Last thing on the agenda today is move this fence over, fill that up, take these last little pieces off, and kind of curve this about right where that pipe is. Maybe back a little bit, right about here. So I'm basically going to move this down just a couple of feet and connect it in. And then Dad's coming next week. We're going to go ahead and finish putting the blocks back in, and I'll get those painted and finish the electric. Got a little bit of electric to rerun. There's a pipe right here that the electric was run on the outside. Basically that's my power for the light underneath. I'm going to rip that out and then run it back underneath here where everything else goes. It's the best option that we have right now. So, and then we'll run one more breaker going to the pool, so that's on its breaker by itself. And that's really pretty much it, guys. I'm not gonna vlog any of that. I don't really see the point. A lot of basic shit. I guess the overall question is, did I save $47,000? I didn't save $47,000, but I saved probably about $45,000 plus. I think this whole project might have cost less than $1,500.
as far as materials goes, because I'm thinking the gravel was 260 delivered. The dirt was about 220 delivered, give or take, in like I said, a couple $100. All the pipes really weren't that bad. I think that might have been a couple $100. The landscaping fabric and those sock things, that was less than $100. The plants were $100. What else? The white gravel on top, that was $150. So yeah, I mean, it was definitely less than $1,500, close to $1,000 maybe. But the $47,000 was everything under the house too. I mean, that was all the restructuring of the floor joists and all that kind of shit. And that was I think 30,000 of the original quote. So the 17,000 that that he was quoted on the other side, that was for the French drains on the inside. So I would say as of right now, I saved $15,000. So yeah, that's where we're at cost wise. I like to do stuff myself, and I'm not spending that kind of money on something that I can do myself. Even if it's something I've never done before, I'm gonna figure out how to do it. I don't like paying people for shit. But that's it. I'm done gabbing, guys. This has been a super long vlog, and if you're still with me, I really appreciate it. I'm sure I'll have some more down the line here as I work, further into the house and figure out, what I'm going to do with the big hole under there. Some of the floor supports that I still need to put in. I've got a lot of work to do around here, and so I'm sure I will have some more working vlogs. You guys that are still here seem to really enjoy these, and I enjoy making them for you. But other than that, guys, thanks a lot for hanging with me and the patience and the support around the channel. It means a lot to me, and I guess we'll catch you in the next vlog, guys. Later. You thought I was gonna say peace, didn't you?